We bought the house on Poe a couple months before we were married, but we weren't able to move into it till a couple months after we were married because Dad had to do a complete renovation. It had been a rental. And Dad, completely completed everything, and we had to redo the floors in the dining room and the bathroom and the kitchen, and then we had to build a storage cupboard on the back porch. And Daddy Boy, when he came, he said it was the foundation for the Empire State Building. His dad built it so thoroughly and so well, you'd think it was never going to disintegrate or anything. It would probably last well beyond the house. The backyard was full of weeds and tall calla lilies and so on that were waist deep, waist high and so on. And he had to get rid of all those and put in clotheslines. Of course, we didn't have a dryer in those days. Get ready for Terry's arrival. And then when Tom came, they had to share a room because we only had 2 bedrooms, and that's when we started house hunting and found the house on Sonoyta. When we were married and bought that house on Poe, Mother was disapproving. She thought it was not as nice a house as we should have had and so on. So they barely came to visit us there. They came to Tucson, but we would go down to the hotel, but she never came to the house until Terry was born. And then she found excuses to come to the house early in the day and spend the day with Terry. And Grandma and I happened to be there too. And then Daddy would come out in the evening for dinner. But her whole attitude about 4314 East Poe changed considerably after Terry's arrival. And Letty and Don Getty were our neighbors when we lived on Poe in Tucson. They had one little girl who was just about Terry's age, and then they had twins. And I remember going over often to help feed one of the twins, because when one was hungry, the other one was too. And we had taken a picture of Letty and her husband and the 2 twins just before their baptism in Tucson. It was dated April 23rd, 1958. When Dad and I were first married, we went to church we had a home on Poe, and our parish was St. Joseph's, and which we liked a lot. But as soon as, I think right after Terry was born, and we realized that we wanted a Catholic school, we transferred our membership to St. Cyril's because they had a very well-renowned school, and they had Sisters of the Holy Cross, who of course at that time the sisters were still wearing habits too.